Heavyweights going at it.
Well, round at number one of the second amateur bout tonight here at Husky Fat Promotions. Guys, we are live in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. That is right, home of the Thunder. In fact, we are at the Oklahoma City Convention Center tonight. Husky Fat Promotions, summertime vibes, kicking it in BRICKTOwn. And we are as live can get.
Ooh.
Blaine, what are you seeing here early in this one, my man?
I'm seeing a lot of movement from the big guys here. Terrance looks really calm in there.
I like the way he's switching, back and forth. The last guy as well with the same gym was kind of switching back and forth. I wonder if that's kind of a strategy that they use, but it seemed like it's working well here, kind of tricking his opponent.
More hands.
Obviously, with the switch, everything changes. The lead hand changes. Your jab becomes either more effective or less effective. And, Seth is going to have to make some adjustments here.
Well, a lot of things, some coaches will tell you, look, pulling the switch things, that's heavy risk, heavy reward in terms of that. Is it something that you would encourage yourself, Emmanuel?
I think that if you're going to switch, you better have quite a bit of weapons in both stances, right? You can't just be, 2, 3 weapons, because then at that point your opponent may know what you're throwing as soon as you switch.
Blaine, how would you see it?
If you can get good from both sides, it's pretty hard to beat a guy like that. But like E-Man said, you got to have, almost equal weapons on each side, or it becomes very predictable.
Nice jab there.
And Terrance right now, he looks pretty good on both sides.
Looks calm.
And he's got that Philly shell style of defense. I mean, we're seeing a lot of East Coast type boxing going on in there.
Yeah, we've got to be careful with the Philly. When you do the Philly shell, you're exposed to getting leg kicked and being leaned back. But it seems like it's working for him right now.
Well, of course, the antithesis of that would be you could check him though, right? With your legs, I mean.
Yeah.
You could.
But the way you're
Philly
twisting,
shell,
it's hard to return your angle back to lift it up. So, but again, Seth is not throwing leg kicks, so it seems like the Philly shell is working right now.
So again, risk reward.
Absolutely.
How would you counter the Philly shell, Emmanuel? You're in there.
Yeah.
You see a guy doing the Philly shell. Are you going to start going low then? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, going low or punches and bunches, because typically when you're Philly shell, you're not moving backwards. You're kind of staying still. You might move backwards a little bit, but not enough to where you stop those punches and bunches. So, yeah, I would definitely throw some punches and bunches and land a finish with a low kick.
Now, Blaine, somebody out there might say, look, traditionally, it worked out pretty well for Mike Tyson, right? Now, I'm not saying anybody's Mike Tyson, but that is what he used. Right?
What? The Philly shell?
Absolutely.
No, he used a peekaboo.
Floyd Mayweather was Philly shell.
Yeah, Mayweather was.
There we go. So regardless, right? But we're not doing traditional boxing. We're doing kickboxing. So is it something that if you were a coach, you would encourage somebody to use?
I wouldn't unless they were already really good at it.
You see Bobby Green in the UFC kind of using it.
And
you see a couple guys.
You see him duck into a head kick with it. It's
that too. Terrance right in his face, really trying to use the lead hand. Anytime he switches, he tries to use that lead hand. Sometimes he'll switch and use that left strong, straight down the middle.
But Terrance is keeping his defense very active. His hands are always up, except right there.
Nice left hand there by Seth.
Oh, beautiful.
Solid. Well, he was able to get inside and then in the clinch right there, caught that knee.
Smart by Terrance there, clinching to kind of stop that barrage. Seth trying to work the angles here.
I feel like Cathey is really trying to pick up the pace a little bit and make this fight speed up, whereas I really feel like Terrance really wants to slow this thing down.
I think Seth is hitting his angles, right? He's trying to hit his angles to land a shot here. You see him kind of slipping to the outside.
Solid right. Roberson.
But Terrance is picking his shots easy on the outside here, just staying loose, staying reactive, and that's it. I don't even think he's thinking in there. He's just reacting.
He's doing good defensively, catching those punches on the side there.
Solid left again. Oh, boy.
Nice lead right hand there by Terrance.
And that was out of the switch.
It was kind of a check hook-like. I have to see the replay. There we go. Like to see Seth throw more leg kicks here.
Nice. Solid right.
Double jab to right.
I like how he's switching, though, right after.
Yeah.
Right? He throws that right hand and he switches. Now it makes your opponent think.
Less than 10 seconds remaining in round number 2.
Nice boxing by Terrance there.
Oh, man. Look, to me, that's a tough round to call. Who would you give that to, Emmanuel?
I think Terrance landed the bigger shots. I think Seth was doing good trying to get back into the fight with hitting those angles and trying to land those shots, but Terrance was doing good, switching and high blocking with those with the arms. So I think he landed the bigger shot. So I'd give it to Terrance on this one.
If you're in the corner right now of Terrance, what are you telling him, Blaine?
I'm telling him to keep at it. Just stay loose, keep on the outside, pepper him with the jab. Use your switches to set up a big strike.
Man, Eddie over there is getting real intense in his corner. What do you think he's telling Cathey right now, Emmanuel?
He's trying to get that dog out of him, right? He's trying to bring that dog out of him. Seth is certainly trying, right? He's certainly trying in the second round. I think you saw a little more success, but I think he needs to bring that grittiness. He's got to make it a fight here and land a lot more leg kicks is what I would say.
And the fight's so close, any one of these dudes could take it.
Here we go, round number 3.
There we go, leg kick there. Oh, nice.
Underneath.
Slip and rip.
Nice right hand.
What a right. Yeah, that was a slip there. Yeah, that's a no count. How do you avoid that? We see it so often in kickboxing.
It's tough. Nice right hand by Seth there.
That's the last thing you're thinking about when you have to
Nice
fight
right
a big
and left.
guy.
But, in MMA, the way that we know it now with the UFC and PFL and all that, we don't see it as much for some weird reason. How come it happens so much in kickboxing?
Are you talking about the Swiss jab?
No, I'm talking about guys sliding all over the place, man.
You're throwing high kicks and stuff you wouldn't normally throw in MMA. Oh,
boy. Damage is really showing along the right cheek right now.
Nice right hand by Seth.
Seth's telegraphing the right hand a little bit. He needs to just kind of let it rip, but
that's what he needs, those kicks, right? Terrance, I think, felt that kick.
Yeah.
Nice left hand by Terrance. Ooh, left.
Caught him.
This is the case of, Seth will land something really nice, and then Terrance like, okay, I'm going to go now.
It seemed like
solid straight left.
He's rocked. He has to go. He's rocked.
He's just parrying those kicks so well. Solid right,
beautiful.
though.
Terrance also landed, but I think Seth was a little more effective there. Nice kick.
Beautiful low kick.
That's what we're looking for.
There's
there
another
it is.
one. Another.
There we go. He needs to spam that and then go up high.
I agree.
Less than 10 seconds in this final round here.
This is going to be big here, this last 10 seconds.
Is anybody going to be able to close it out strong, make a last impression with the judges?
Good fight for the big guys.
Well, that's a tough one to call.
That round, could go either way. I think maybe Seth, took that one, edged that one out. I think it was a close fight overall, but I want to say Terrance possibly edged that out. It's tough, though.
It's so close, I don't know. I think Seth in that last round might have taken the fight.
So do you think that Seth won 1 or 2?
Again, it's tough.
Yeah.
Probably 1.
I think the 1 was the closest, right? I think Terrance won 2, and then number 3 was very close as well. So
I've talked to so many judges, and I know you guys hate it when I do this, but I usually come out, right? The thing that we look at is whether or not the judges are going to value power punches versus work. And I think if they value the work, then they would probably take Seth. But if they value the shots and the landing of the shots, and then especially power punches, then they would go with Terrance Roberson.
The problem is you have no idea what these judges are going to do.
Exactly. You have no idea, man. But that's just, and here's the thing. Every one of them are different for every fight, it feels like.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Judge Sarah Cotton and Kyle Inglis score this bout 30-27. Judge Brad Cotton scores this bout 29-28. For your winner by unanimous decision, out of the red corner, Seth Cathey!
30-27.
I don't know about 30-27.